always on the go, chasing what's next, thinking about what's next, that sometimes we forget to just be where we are. But every now and then, you find moments that make you pause, places that make you feel, and stories that stay with you long after. And today, let us slow things down and rediscover what really matters. I'm Bea Santiago, and let's go. Rampa with me.
Sobrang sarap. Meron po bang seconds na kailangan mo?
Hidden inside the historic MiraNila Heritage Grounds in Quezon City is a home that has quietly witnessed decades of stories. Welcome to MiraNamin Nest, a 10-bedroom heritage bed and breakfast where history, family, and hospitality come together. For years, the home welcomed artists, filmmakers, and musicians, becoming a creative refuge hidden within the city. Today, that home begins a new chapter. And leading this homecoming is someone whose family has been part of this property's story from the very beginning.
It's an honor to work on this property. MiraNila has been part of my life since I was a child. My grandmother used to have a property next door, and all of us lived on one street. This house has been just the place for gatherings, and it's really just been a constant part of my life. My goal here is to continue that legacy through culture and art, which is what I am passionate about. And that's what we want for our guests when they stay here, is that they can have that option of just sitting back and like doing nothing. And that's actually really good for mental health. Yeah. We also have a lot of books that each of our rooms has a lot of books. I love to read, and my family as well. We have a large collection. So this is a little bit of our collection. And we have board games. And of course, we try to create spaces where guests can also mingle with other guests. So we have our pool club down here, we have the rooftop, and we have our common kitchen. So in the morning, when we have a lot of guests, you'll find people cooking together, strangers cooking together, and it's interesting. It's like an experience that they get to bond with new people.
Beyond its beauty, MiraNamin Nest is guided by values of sustainability and community. The property works closely with local families and artisans while maintaining practices that support responsible hospitality and mindful living.
Which a portion of our earnings goes to our Earth Fund. We also help communities in need. MiraNamin is our bed and breakfast. So we provide breakfast to our guests. And I think the biggest impact we make is that the breakfast that we provide is mostly locally sourced. Our coffee is from Mount Apo and from Bukidnon, from very small farms. That directly impacts them. All the products that we have, our coconut oil, for example, we make it in our Bea Nest, this Resogon. With MiraNamin, we want to also bring the film community in through various events. Like the film screenings are great. We might try to continue that with MiraNamin on a smaller scale. Or if we can partner with MiraNila to do the larger film screenings.
More than just a place to stay, MiraNamin Nest carries decades of memories within its walls. And under the care of the Benitez family, once again it continues to evolve, honoring the past while welcoming new stories.
It's just so rare to find a place that's just like, doesn't feel like you're in the city. And when you walk in here, it feels like you're in a different era. And that's really something special. It brings you back to, the simpler times before cell phones and internet. In MiraNamin, we want our guests to be inspired. We want them to leave inspired after having, of course, having a restful stay here, having time to slow down and to disconnect and just to reset.
In the middle of the bustling place of Cubao, Quezon City, MiraNamin Nest offers something rare, a place where heritage, family, and hospitality come together. This is a home filled with stories, ready to welcome new ones.
Not all escapes are about adventure. Some are about feeling deeply. In fact, MiraNamin comes from the word marinamin, which means to feel from within. And that is exactly what this space is designed for. Not just a place to stay, but a place that allows you to pause and reconnect. From taking care of the body to breaking barriers and redefining what it means to be seen, our next guest is making history in her own right as the first trans woman to compete in a national, woman-dominant pageant space in the Philippines. Her journey is one of courage, representation, and purpose. Let us get to know more about Keylyn Trajano. They say the universe listens to the stubborn heart, a guiding principle that many Filipinos live by. For many beauty queens, persistence is the key. One may lose a pageant too many times, but will always find a crown that's rightfully theirs. This is what inspired trans Pinay actress and beauty queen Keylyn Trajano when she realized her dream of wearing the Philippine sash on the grander stage.
I was born and raised in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. My family is in the medical field. I'm only an only daughter, or of course an only son before. It's just so prideful for me to say that my family really supported me in every step of the way. Maybe because also with a different background of being an interracial citizen and a person, I'm always, I guess, one step ahead. And coming to the Philippines, when my mom had her cancer, so she's a cancer survivor, that's why we went to the Philippines. Before, I was ashamed, and that's actually one of my regrets, that I was ashamed of who I was, and I was not actually telling my real story to everyone, because I felt that if I was so open, I was just like telling who I am, like I'm a trans woman to everyone, I would be discriminated, because that's what's rampant in the country, even in the Philippines. But I realize now that it's my power. Telling my story and owning my who I am is my strength and my power. And being in this entertainment industry, having the platform, it gives me more of the power to actually tell my story, to inspire others who see themselves in me.
And that's exactly what she did. Kay went on to different pageant stages, championed advocacies, and entered show business. Never let doubts and fears to stop her at her tracks.
One thing that people don't know and forgot, but I started my pageantry way back 2014. When I was doing my modeling, I got a call to join Miss Manila 2014. And my batchmates during the time was Miss Angelia Ong, Miss Earth Philippines, Miss Earth Philippines, who won Miss Earth, and then Justine Felizarta, who was my Superbad sister, and Miss Manila this year. But of course, during that time, there's a lot of hindrances. And that's why I didn't push through. But I was like, okay, if pageantry was not for me, then I would like do my best to become a supermodel. So you're just being a brand's model, or you're just a mannequin of a brand, but you're not being yourself. And being someone in the pageantry, you become not just a model, but a role model. And I feel like that's where I actually shine every time I speak.
But persistence and perseverance carried her out to join international competition and strengthened her pageant skills.
And little did I know, within 2 days, I got the call for Universal Woman International. Because the first thing was they wanted me to be Philippines. So they wanted me to become Universal Woman Philippines because someone, of course, in my management, wasn't eligible. So I said, maybe it's not yet for me. And then after a week, they called again and said, oh, you have a second residency, right? I said, yeah.
But in spite of it all, something is missing. As she has always dreamed of representing the Philippines on a grander stage.
And then I got the call from the person itself, ALV. It was Sir Arnold Vigafria and Mama Ethan from Miss Grand Philippines organization who actually called and messaged me. It's just a one-liner message that says, Nakshi, we want you to compete for Miss Grand All-Stars first edition. I was like, are you sure? And it's like, yeah, you're gonna be part of ALV. It's like, what do you mean? Like, oh, you're the official representative of Miss Grand Philippines. No way!
Keylyn Trajano is one of the 5 Filipinas who competed at Miss Grand International All-Stars, a pageant that gathered some of the former beauty queens from different pageants and fought for a second chance for a crown.
Lagi ko sinasabi, Pilipinas kong ipaglalaban, and ngayon totoong Pilipinas ang aking ipaglalaban. Ngayong paparating na MGI All-Stars, the first edition. I was branded as the first in a lot of aspects, and that is why it's a history and a trailblazing moment for me to be part of this first edition. No matter what happens, magtutulungan tayong mga Pilipino. Hawak kamay kaming lalaban na 4 na representative ninyo sa darating na MGI All-Stars, pero itatry kong ilaban ng Pilipinas sa aking pamamaraan at sa aking pagmamahal. This is your Keylyn Trajano, MGI All-Stars, Philippines. Pinakamahalagang rampa ko ay ang hopefully ako po ay maging MGI All-Stars International 2026.
Together with Kay, Philippines was bannered by 4 other representatives. Miss Universe Philippines 2019, Gazini Ganados, fellow Trans-Pinay Beauty Queen, Miss International Queen 2022, Fuchsia Ann Ravina, Brazilian Filipino artist and Noble Beauty Queen of the Universe 2025, Alexia Nunez, and Miss Philippines Earth 2016, Imelda Schweihart. Congratulations for proudly carrying the name of our country on your grandest rampa. Women who break barriers remind us that the meaning of a crown continues to evolve. From her iconic lava walk to her impactful advocacy, she has shown that every step can carry purpose. Let us take a look at our forever queen, Catriona Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Universe 2018, Catriona Gray.
I've always believed that as women, we have the power to redefine our generation. When we raise our voices together, the words woman power become more than just a phrase.
Hey there, beautiful people. Happy New Year. Now, January is my birthday month, and you all know that I love to encourage others to be a part of a good cause.
Let's just don't glow like we used to.
Love Yourself Anglo for the This Is Me Brave and Free mass testing, and I'm actually going to get tested today.
Truly a queen with purpose. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the headlines. From personal journeys to global recognition. Actor, model, and former Mr. World Philippines title holder Kirk Bondad is sharing a different perspective on pageantry, one that goes beyond beauty and performance. In a recent Instagram post following the Miss Universe Philippines coronation night, he emphasized that what truly sets candidates apart is not how they shine on stage, but how they carry themselves when the spotlight fades. According to him, real character is revealed in moments of pressure, how contestants treat each other, handle disappointments, and maintain grace even when things don't go their way. Meanwhile, Miss Universe Philippines 2026, Bea Santiago of La Union marked the start of her journey to represent the country in the global stage in Puerto Rico. The 23-year-old queen shared that her real work begins with a strong focus on advocacy and meaningful impact. As she sets her sights on the country's 5th Miss Universe crown, she says purpose remains at the heart of her journey. In global headlines, South Korea is seeing a major tourism boost, with international arrivals surpassing pre-pandemic levels, thanks in part to the highly anticipated comeback of the K-pop supergroup BTS. More than 2 million visitors arrived in March alone, many of them fans who traveled to Seoul for the group's return performance after 4 years. And in fashion, Filipino designer Francis Libiran is once again making waves internationally with the launch of his 2026 bridal collection, named Adoracion in Harbin, China. Inspired by the concept of love and devotion, the collection features intricate hand embroidery, layered textures, and signature craftsmanships from his Manila-based atelier. The show marks another milestone for Filipino design, proving that local talent continues to captivate on the local stage. Those are some of the stories making waves, from pageantry and purpose to global culture and fashion. And that's why we Rampa, to find places that make us feel, experiences that help us heal, and stories that push boundaries and inspire change. So whether it's taking time to rest, moving with purpose, or standing in your truth, make it count. I am Bea Santiago, and I'll see you on the next Rampa with Me.